Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So glad to have you guys here today. As you can see by the title, the thumbnail, the description box, today I'm going to be doing a fragrance review on some samples of Montale that I got from Twistedlily. But before we get into the video, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss when I do post a video. So for the past I want to say month and a half to 2 months, I've been on fragrance TikTok and they literally have me in a chokehold, like a tight chokehold. And one of the brands that often come up on fragrance TikTok is Montale. And Montale is basically a niche fragrance brand. And if you don't know, a niche fragrance brand is basically a brand of fragrance that only focuses on making fragrances. They only focus on making perfumes. And the opposite of a niche fragrance would be a designer fragrance. Designer fragrances, they make fragrances and they also make apparels. Like they make everything else. They make hats, they make shoes, they make everything. But niche fragrances, they only make fragrances. So today, the niche brand that we're going to focus on is Montale. I have 6 fragrances for you guys, so let's just get right into it. So I told you guys I ordered from Twistedlily, but this is how they come. I love how the samples come. They come, I don't know what fluid ounce this is, but this is a good amount for you to, you know, spray yourself a sample, because a lot of these I have worn them multiple times and I still have wear. And then they also give you these texture strips, which I do love. So shout out to Twistedlily. So the first fragrance I have is Rose Elixir. If you see me looking down, looking at my laptop to read the notes. So some of the notes are rose, strawberry, amber, tangerine, musk, jasmine, etc, etc. I'll put them on the screen. And honestly, I came across this fragrance because there was a girl on TikTok that was raving that this fragrance does not get enough credit compared to some other Montale fragrances. When you first smell this fragrance, you do smell strawberries. This fragrance kind of smells like an artificial strawberry to me. I'm not really the biggest fan. It's a really sweet artificial strawberry. It kind of smells like, you know, the little trees that you put in your car as air fresheners. If they had a strawberry version, it would be this. It's not bad, but it's just not for me. In my opinion, I can't really smell the vanilla in here, but like I said, I really just smell the strawberry and the rose. This is an extremely girly fragrance. If I had to put like the stereotypical girl like Barbie into a fragrance, it would be this. This is really, really sweet, really artificial. Like, it's not bad, it's just not for me. One thing I can say about this is it does last long, because I did spray it on my hand and it lasted for hours. That's one thing about these fragrances. Montale, he did not come to play. These fragrances last forever. Like, you have to scrub them off your skin. This is one of them. If you do wear this, people are going to be able to smell you and it's going to last for hours. So if you like strawberries, this would be for you. Next on the list, we have Chocolate Greedy. And some of the notes in this fragrance are cacao, vanilla, tonka bean, dried fruits, and bitter orange. Now, I came across this fragrance because a lot of people were raving about how good this smells, how it smells like a chocolate chip cookie. It just smells so warm and inviting. And I was just like, yeah, let me smell it, because I don't have any chocolate fragrances. I'm not really a chocolate person. I'm not a gourmand person. I'm more of like a fruity floral. So this is completely outside of my comfort zone. But yes, they were not lying. When you first smell this, in my opinion, it takes me to like an ice cream shop and it smells like cookies and cream. Like when I first spray initially, it smells really cold. I'm picturing like Breyers, cookies and cream, like they're scooping it. That's exactly what it smells like. And then when it dries down, it turns into like a chocolate cookie or like a chocolate muffin. So that's exactly what it smells. It smells very real, very edible, very realistic in my opinion. Yeah, this smells great. I would probably only wear this. I've been wearing it to bed a lot. It's been very good to wear to bed. I don't know, it's just been comforting. And if not to bed, I probably wouldn't wear this unless it's like around the holidays, like around Christmas. So because this is not a fragrance that I will wear all year round, I was gonna get the smaller bottle of this. But the thing about Montale is that his fragrances are not really too expensive. And the smallest bottle is probably like a 2 ounce, I think it's like a 2.4 ounce bottle, which is pretty big if you ask me. But the price difference between the small and the large one is probably sometimes like $10, sometimes it's $20. So it just makes sense to me to get the big one, honestly. But yeah, this is really, really good. If you're into gourmand, if you like smelling like cookies, dessert, this is it. Chocolate Greedy, this will get the job done. And like Rose Elixir, like I said, it lasts forever. It smells great. Go and get this. Next up, we have Rose's Musk and we have Intense Cafe. And the only reason why I'm doing them together is because in my opinion, they smell exactly alike. But let me read the notes. The notes in Rose's Musk are rose, musk, jasmine, and the notes in Intense Cafe are floral notes, rose, coffee, vanilla, white musk, and amber. Now, I don't know what it is. They smell exactly alike. Now, Intense Cafe, I really had high hopes for this one because When I tell you people raved about this one, they raved about it. They were like, oh, it smells like coffee. I don't get any coffee in this. I literally just get rose and vanilla from them both. Yes, they literally smell the exact same. If I was blindfolded, I wouldn't know how to tell either of them apart. And for that reason, I don't like Intense Cafe. I really think it's mind over matter. I don't like it because it's not giving what it was supposed to give. It's not giving any coffee. Like, if you're looking for a coffee fragrance, this is not it. Roses Musk, it smells like what it's supposed to smell like. It smells like a rose. This is not particularly the best rose fragrance. It kind of smells like a synthetic rose, and then it smells kind of powdery. I only like this if I'm like wearing it out and I can, you know, smell it projecting off me. But to wear it like in the house or like on a hot summer day where it's not breezy, I just wouldn't recommend it because it just smells artificial to me. It doesn't smell like you're in a rose garden. It literally smells like I said, like a powdery rose. But yeah, to my nose, the untrained nose, they smell exactly the same. If your nose is a little bit more trained in the fragrance world, you might be able to smell some coffee. But from reading all the reviews, people literally said that they smell exactly alike. And then you have some that say that Intense Cafe does smell like coffee, but in my opinion, if you're looking for a coffee fragrance, this is not it. And if you're looking for like a nice rose fragrance that smells like you're, you know, in a bouquet of roses, Roses Musk is not it. It just smells, like I said, very powdery, very synthetic, very artificial. No. On my skin, Roses Musk didn't last as long as the other fragrances. It still lasted long, but not as long. Intense Cafe did last a lot longer, and the projection on Intense Cafe was a bit higher. So I do recommend you getting a sample of both of them and testing them out and seeing which one you do like better. Next up, we have Sensual Instinct, and the notes in this one, the top notes are roasted coffee beans, the middle notes are praline and rose, and the base notes are oak moss, amber, and cedar. And I don't know if I'm just nose blind to that coffee, but I don't smell the coffee in here. This is a really sweet rose fragrance, as it says. I just don't smell coffee. The thing about this fragrance is when I first got it, I did not like it. It just smelled like something I smelled at Victoria's Secret, and I really didn't care for it. Then one day I went to Walmart and I sprayed it on my hand, just right here. And it was a windy day. I'm telling y'all, when I got out the car, I smelled this fragrance through my mask. I smelled it through the store, and I was just like, wow. And after that, I just loved it. It smells really good, in my opinion now, but like, it grew on me. It smells really, really good. Like I said, it smells really sweet, really rosy. It's pretty grown. I think the name on this one is very, very fitting. This is more of like a fall, nighttime, colder months perfume, but you can get away with wearing this in the summertime if you layer it with something a bit more fruity. But like I said, this is just like a really sweet floral perfume, and I just absolutely love it. This is one of the ones that lasted on my skin for a very, very long time, that I had to literally scrub off my skin, and even after my shower, I still smelled it. So yeah, I like this one. This one, I'll probably give this one like a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. And last but not least, we have Arabians Tonka, and I saved this one for last specifically, but let's get into the notes. So the notes on this one are saffron, bergamot, those are the top notes. The middle notes are oud, rose, and the base notes are sugar, tonka bean, amber, white musk, and oak moss. And y'all, this is a fragrance that I have never smelled before, but I have heard so many good things about this on TikTok, just even on YouTube. People were praising this fragrance left and right, right and left. And I can say this lives up to the hype. I think this was my first time dabbling into like oud, and I loved it. This smells like a really sweet, it's not like overly sweet, but it's like a sweet floral, and then it has I think the oud is what really makes this fragrance. When you look at the reviews, women say that this leans more masculine and men say it leans more feminine. It is the perfect unisex perfume, but in my opinion, it's more of a masculine perfume, but I could just be biased. But yeah, this fragrance is a beast mode fragrance. Like, I've never had anything like this before in my life. Like, literally reading the reviews, they tell you all you need is one spray, and I'm telling y'all, all you need is one spray. Let me tell you how this lasted on my skin for over 48 hours. So last week I went to go pick up my niece from school, and I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time for me to, you know, try out the fragrance. So I sprayed 2 behind my ear, and, you know, 2 on the sleeve of my shirt, and then I just did like 1 spray on my sweater. I was in the car choking. That was really too much. It was just like, it was too much. I had to wind the window down. Cool. Then when I got to the school, somebody stopped me, was like, you smell nice. Great, thank you, cool. So I came home, I showered, I didn't think anything of it. That night, I was still smelling the fragrance on me, and I'm just like, that's weird, like I just showered. Okay, cool. The next day I wake up, I asked my sister to smell me, and she's like, yes, I still smell the fragrance on you. All right. So later that day, I noticed that I have a rash behind my ear now. So I'm like, okay, I wasn't sure if it was caused by the fragrance because it is really, really strong. So I sprayed it on my arm, and my arm didn't have a rash. I think that behind my ears is just sensitive. But yes, again, I showered, cleaned behind my ears. The next day, I was still smelling the fragrance. Like, I would get like little whiffs of it. Like, it wasn't as strong. I would turn my head and I would smell it. When I tell you this lasted up until like, I want to say 3 or 4 days, I was still getting whiffs of this fragrance here and there, to the point where I was just tired of smelling it. And I was just like, yeah, lesson learned. This is my first time like dabbling into Arabian perfumes, and yeah, I personally love it. I definitely recommend you getting a sample. Some people have said that this is a safe blind buy, but in my opinion, I don't think so. It smells really different. I've never smelled anything like this before until I got this sample. And like I said, it's crazy. As far as when I would wear it, because it's such a thick, heavy fragrance, this is not really like a summertime fragrance. This is more of like a winter and fall. It's just too thick. It's not gonna be able to cut through the summer heat. So this is more of like a nighttime or summer, fall. But yeah, be careful with this one. And when I tell you, I've been wearing this fragrance, and look at the bottle. Like, it's barely a dent, because I've literally been like, ever since that one day I made a mistake, I never made it again. But yeah, this is that girl. Go and get it. Males, females, everybody. And yeah, guys, that's it for my Montale review. I'm so happy that I discovered Montale fragrances, because his fragrances are beast mode. They're crazy. They last long. Like, you get your money's worth, and I'm just so happy. So I'm definitely gonna go and order some of the full-size samples, the full-size bottles. But yeah, if you're still here, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, and you are subscribed to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss when I post a video. And I'll see you guys next week. Also, comment down below other fragrances that you want me to review, because I have a couple more coming in the mail, so let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.